Welcome to my live stream lecture. And before we get into today's lecture, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit my subscribe button and notification button. And also, I really do want to thank all of my members, my supporters, my viewers for supporting my channel for the past 3 years. My channel, June 6th, which is tomorrow, my channel will be 3 years old. I really do want to thank all of my supporters. So with that being said, let's get down to today's very important lecture. The focus of this lecture is going to be my updated strategic business plan in acknowledging my business milestones. And I'm always going to revisit this topic because I don't care what you're doing, whether you got a small business or a content creator or do consulting or selling merchandise, whatever your business is, you have got to have, and this is one of the primary services that I provide under my company, you have got to have an executed business plan in place with identified goals and measurable objectives with projected due dates on that business plan. My business plan is literally 19 pages long. My company, Paris and Associates Resource Center, I've been in business for 19 years, and I've always known to have a strategic business plan in place, the driving force of everything I do under my business. And as a YouTube content creator, that's a service I also provide under my business. And I have identified business goal as a content creator. I had, when I wrote my book, I developed a goal to write my book, and I created measurable objectives with a projected due date to have that manuscript ready. So I say that to say, if you don't have a business plan in place as a businessman or woman, you really are setting yourself up for failure. Because that business plan is going to hold you accountable for what goals you got on that business plan. And also it is a document where you can measure your progress. So I'm going to literally present some updated information on my strategic business plan. For example, on page 3 of my business plan, I literally have only a goal on my business plan on page 3, where the goal reads, the goal for my book title, Await Financial Freedom, to be shown in multiple book shows throughout the year as a way to market my book title, Await Financial Freedom. So that is a goal. In Combined Book Exhibit, who is in partnership with Page Publishing Company, my publisher, they're in partnership to provide this service. So that was a goal. Step in the middle of my business plan, measurable objective, in collaboration with Page Publishing Company and Combined Book Exhibit, to display my book title, Await Financial Freedom, at major national and international book shows and expos. That is something that those stakeholders are going to do to market my book. That is an action step. It will allow authors to showcase their book to a collected worldwide audience of over 2 million attendees and readers without actually having to attend the event. So those two stakeholders, Combined Book Exhibit in collaboration with Page Publishing, they are the actual stakeholders who completed the step that link to the goal on my business plan. In the date that was achieved, they held a book show November 24th, 2022. That was one book show. The second book show they held was May 23rd, 24th, and 25th. 3 consecutive days, they held a book show to showcase my book. So I literally went in on my business plan and wrote down the date that was achieved, May 23rd, 24th, and 25th of 2023, that goal was actually achieved in terms of showcasing my book at that particular bookstore. And I literally have that on my business plan. This is a really good example, even though I'm a content creator, but my goals and objectives and due dates I have on my business plan don't all necessarily tie to YouTube, because I have a company out, or I have my own primary services that I provide, Parents and Associates Resource Center. So that's just one good example on how when you accomplish your goal on your business plan, you got to go in and literally write down the date that the goal was actually achieved. I'm going to give you another example of another goal, page 8 on my business plan. I have a goal on my business plan, which is actually a YouTube goal as a monetized content creator. Even before I got monetized, I went in and developed strategic goals for my YouTube channel with identified steps, measurable objectives, and projected due date. The goal, to attain 1,400 subscribers, that was the goal. The steps that I literally wrote down in the middle of my business plan, measurable steps, measurable objectives, and that tie into my goal to get that 1,400 subscribers, to complete 5 shorts per week. That's something I must do. To complete a minimum of 5 live streams per week. That's something I must do, that tie into the goal on the far left of this business plan. Also, I have to market my YouTube channel to a minimum of 5 natural subscribers in the natural environment per week. So those are some deliberate steps that I must do that link to the goal of to attain 1,400 subscribers. And on the far right of my business plan, I literally put down the date that that goal was achieved when I hit my first 1,400 subscribers was June 3rd, 2023. So that goal has been achieved. So I literally went in on my business plan and wrote in pencil the date that that goal was achieved. And I'm going to give you another example. On my business plan, page 9 of my business plan, I have, on my business plan, I have to attain 100,000 views. That's a goal. And the steps that I wrote down in the middle of my business plan that link to that goal is to complete a minimum of 5 shorts per week, to complete a minimum of 5 live streams a week, and to attain 5 natural subscribers per week. So those are some steps, measurable steps that I must do that tie into that goal to attain 100,000 views. And I literally went in on the right of my business plan and wrote down the date that that was achieved. May 30th, 2023 is when I attained my 100,000 plus views on my YouTube channel. And when I hit my 95,000 views, I hit that on May 20th, 2023. So I literally had that down as a goal on my business plan. It's very important, especially as a content creator, to make sure that you are acknowledging and you're praising all of your milestones along the way. It's a powerful, motivating thing when you have that business plan in front of you and you're checking off those goals. You're writing down the date that that goal was achieved. That's a powerful motivator, and I'm here to tell you. Another goal that I have on my business plan that I achieved, which is on page 12 of my business plan, is I have on the far left of my business plan to attain 750 uploads. That's a lot of uploads. That's a lot of work. And my measurable objectives that I have in the middle of my business plan, steps I must do, again, to complete a minimum of 5 shorts per week, to complete a minimum of 5 live streams a week, and to develop a minimum of 30 new topics per month. So those are the measurable objectives that tie into the goal to attain to attain 750 uploads. And on the far right of my business plan, the date that was actually achieved was May 16th, 2023. So again, like I said, as a businessman or woman, I don't care what you're doing, you have got to have a business plan in place. This is one of the primary services that I provide under my company, Paris and Associates Resource Center, where I go into a executed contract for individuals who want to hire me to develop their initial strategic business plan. And I do that in 4 paid coaching sessions, with each session a minimum of 60 minutes. And at the end of those sessions, the customer will have a completed business plan documented in Word document, the finished product, where they can then have their goals and identified objective and projected due date, their strategic business plan on paper, where that would be the driving force, the what behind what they do. In the description of this video, I'm going to make sure I put my business website, the link to my business website. Check out my business website, pull up all of the forms. You can read all the information. You can read the executed contract. You can read the about information about my credential that I hold as an expert, not just in substance abuse, but I also have credentials in human resource management. I have the EAP credential and a subspecialty in professional business coaching. Check out my business website. Check out those tabs. Check out my contract. Check out my fees. And if you're interested in hiring me to develop your strategic business plan, shoot me an email and we can get the enrollment forms completed. So that's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.